Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. This is Martina and I'm back today with another fairy tale journal. You might remember the previous one which I did was called Fairytale Forest, and I had so much fun doing it and I got so much into the flow that I decided to do another one in this style, in this theme. And this is it, and her name is Fairytale Woods. Why that? Because it's just a little bit more rustic. It features a lot of the wonderful creatures living in the forests, mainly fairies. You will see a lot of them in this journal, and it turned out to be, I think, a little cutie, filled with a lot of surprises, and of course covered in a pretty wonderful fabric. And, well, I not only did this journal, I did another one as well. And this is a little cutie. And this cutie is called Fairytale Woods II, because, sorry, I was not very creative in finding a better name. And this is the one. It's light. It's not light. It's little. It's small. It's a handful. But it's awfully cute. And I'm going to show both of these journals today in this video, so I will hurry up a little bit and not spend too much time on each and every detail, because, as you know, pictures speak louder than words. Okay, let's go into it. So, this is Fairytale Woods #1. She has been decorated using this really awfully pretty velvet fabric, which comes in the style of William Morris, and it's a really pretty fabric, and it's so soft to the touch. And I have covered the front side very heavily, I think, and I love it. I did a lot of collaging, a lot of layering using different fabrics, burlap, silk, some laces. And I also used this trim, which gives it a kind of a wooden character. And this is also the reason why I called it Fairytale Woods, because it's woody. It's a little bit woody, and you also see it when you look into the front from above, and you see the brown colors and the color scheme. So it really conveys this wooden image. And I have also added on the cover the plate of the King of the Woods, and this is the mighty deer. And I also did a little further decoration with attaching this metal leaflet over there. But let's go into it. The closure is from a more rustic fabric, and it's a fabric which combines different types. I think it's kind of a nice burlap, and it has also these lighter parts of it, and it frays like all the ruffles which I have used inside this booklet. Okay, let's open it. So, and here we go. You see the mighty deer, the King of the Woods, on the left-hand side, and he resides in a really pretty pocket which I have created from a transparent fabric, which also has this pretty 3D flower attached to it, and it looks really pretty, I think, especially when you put something inside it, and it really is very harmonic with the picture. But this is not only, let's say, a flat picture, it's also a flip out, and the flip out, of course, has pockets. So when you open this one here, you see the first picture, the first digital of a fairy, and this is a kind of a faded painting, and the fairy is standing at the corner. Okay, so let's flip it out. Really pretty digital papers. I have used different ones as usually, and I will name them all in the description of this booklet in my Etsy shop, because you might have guessed, this booklet, this journal is available in my Etsy shop, and if you like it, please have a look. And let's go back to the flip out. Here there's another hidden pocket. It's a hidden belly band behind this pretty fairy, and it has a little card behind it, and it's also a pocket, and you can take out this card, which shows some plants. Yeah, I have a lot of fun making pockets, making these flip outs, making hidden things. It's part of the game, I think. Okay, so let's open this. Another belly band. Oops. And another journaling card sitting over here. And now we come to one of my most beloved and most favorite fairy pictures, and this is this one, and it's so pretty, you know. The green tones I love the butterflies, and I have put her in a pocket made out of lace, which I have coffee dyed, and I have attached this lace to the inside cover of this journal, and this is fabric which has some plants, some leaflet design in a darker green tone, and I really love it. So let's get into the journal right now, into this journal, Fairytale Woods #1. Pretty fairies on the right hand side, decorated with some ruffle in this pretty green beige tones, and it's fraying. So let's open it. Yeah, I wanted to tell you a little bit about the dimensions. I mention it in centimeters first, so 17 times 14 times 6, and this is, as far as I remember, 5.1 inches, I think 3.5 and 2.5 inches on the spine. I will write down the exact dimensions in the description of the YouTube video so that you can be sure that I didn't tell you anything stupid. So, I used a lot of coffee dyed paper in this journal, also avocado dyed and some eco dyed. I did stenciling, as you can see here. I did stamping and some other things I did, which I love to do. So this is a picture from Edith Holden, coffee dyed. Here is a little die cut, which I painted with acrylic paint. And here is the first of several envelopes made from gift wrapping paper, which comes in this design and in this embossed character, and it has a card inside it with some fairies. There are many fairies in this journal, and in different forms and shapes, and I hope you love it. So on the next page there is a little pocket, and in this pocket is one of my self-created tags, which I love to do, and it also has a little bit of green glitter. These are the little deers which I used for stamping. They are so cute. And here we come to one of the first specialties of this journal, and this is the gate. I call it the gate, which is being closed with this turn closure, and it's decorated with some light lace. You can open it like this. Then you have two other doors to open, and behind it you see a very pretty fairy behind a belly band. Most of the journaling cards which I use in this journal I have backed up with some further paper, but some of them I left as they came out of the printer, because this journal is already quite full and I didn't want to make it too bulky. So this here is another stenciling, and this is one of these flip outs, and I have attached a self-created journaling card where I use some satin ruffles on the edge and it's backed with eco dyed paper. Vellum to flip out, that's a hedgehog, and the hedgehog has a hidden pocket, and in this hidden pocket there is a journaling card with another pretty fairy. And I also love these yellowish brownish colors, and in order not to stay too much in this yellow color scheme, I have added this pretty sari silk in really nice and dark green. On the next page there is a fabric cover, and in this fabric cover another envelope, and inside the envelope there's a stamp of a rabbit. Oops. So, and two tags over there. plants, nice leaflet, old book paper, and here I have used a doily, which I have cut in half, coffee dyed, and this has been gifted to me by a friend, and it's really old, and I used it as a pocket. I have sewn it around, sewn it on the cardstock, and inside I have attached a self-created journaling card, which has a nice fairy with the wings. Fairies all over. Some more pockets and another envelope and another fairy inside. Journaling card as well with some more fairies here. There's a big fairy, the Lady of the Wood, really pretty. Some stamping on the inside. This is stenciled avocado dyed paper, also stamped, and it turned out to be embossed. When I took it out of the sun, it turned out to be embossed, so it has this nice pattern. Here's some more stamping, some of the mystical creatures, an owl, and it's a really pretty design. I love it so much. And it sits here, and there's another journaling card. Stamping, pretty stamp of the mighty deer, the king of the woods. So, a belly band with some fairies, another ruffle over there. Again, this this pocket which I created from this fabric, and have a look. It really looks so pretty, and it melts into the background cardstock so well. And when you add this pretty journaling card, it even looks better. Look at this. Tuck spot with another journaling card on eco-dyed paper. This is another fairy, and the fairy inside has a little three-fold fairy tag. So when you open this one, you can easily open it. You can open the whole thing, and you can use it for writing on the back side if you wished. Another pretty little deer. And this is some decoration with some brocade fabric which I did here, and I had to tune it down because it was really bright pink, bright gold, and I didn't like it that much, so I coffee dyed it. Here I created a more rustic pocket by attaching some of the pretty fabric which I also used for the closure to this pocket to give it a more wooden feeling, and mushrooms and a little deer. Yeah, what I also wanted to say is this journal has 3 signatures and in total more than 124 pages, and I haven't counted in this number the smaller pages which are also inside this booklet, of course, so only the big ones. So this is signature number 2, and number 2 starts with a collage of different fabrics and some lace, and it shows a fairy, and the fairy has been further decorated by double layers of lace, of silk ruffle, and this fringy lace, which is of course not real fur, but it has a kind of a furry feeling. So a collage or a plethora of pockets over here, several tags in several pockets, and a decorated bigger tag. And this is a very cute one, isn't this? Okay. Stamp of the deer, some special paper here, some cotton ruffle, very nice. Another flip out construction. Yeah, you can flip it out like this. Inside there is a journaling card featuring butterfly, and there are quite some butterflies in this construction here. You see some more over there in this little pocket, which is also decorated with lace, and you see these butterfly journaling card here. You see butterflies over there. This is a window pocket, which you can flip out as well, and it opens like this, and you have a really pretty journaling card inside. And when you open it like this, then you see the picture of a deer. This is from the graphics fairy. And here I have added 2 more journaling possibilities, which I have not bagged and not sewn, because as I mentioned before, otherwise this journal would have been even more bulky. So let's close this construction. On the opposite side, coffee stenciling, ruffle, paper bag with decoration, and inside some paper with plants. And of course this paper bag has been coffee dyed as well, so I did a lot of coffee dyeing. This is avocado dyed, and this is a stamp of a little male fairy, so there are also some few males. Okay, so here I did some decoration on this crazy deer. I think I don't know, she's a lady apparently, a lady deer, and she has some curls and a bow. And it's a pocket, and in this pocket, guess what, there is a journaling card, and this journaling card shows a very pretty romantic fairy. Here again some stenciling with coffee, here some colored coffee dyed and colored paper, and in the center of this signature, in the middle of this journal, so to say, in the center of this journal, I have used some Stamperia paper showing the picture of an enchanted forest. And look at this, isn't this pretty? So it has really these wonderful green and blue tones, and here there's the mighty deer, but there's also the unicorn, and I have added the unicorn in this transparent pocket, and it looks really pretty, and it's so nice to the colors, despite the fact that it's from a different set of paper. Mushroom, another flip out page, and in this flip out page there's another pretty paper which is plain on the back side, so you can use it for journaling. It's the back side of the paper bag, and the back side of the paper bag also carries a decoration which has been turned into a belly band, and inside the belly band or behind the belly band there's another journaling card, and inside the paper bag there's another journaling card with fairies. Well, I said it's quite full, it's quite packed, and of course, as usual, you can slim it down by taking off some of the stuff. And then you can use it for writing, because there is room for writing and for further decorating, or give it a different tune. Here, this is, I think, the last envelope, and this is an envelope which I have created from some pretty brocade fabric. And because it was really bright green, I colored it with coffee dyeing, and I also stamped on it, as you might see. And I think it turned out very nicely. Then I added some trim, and inside it there's of course another journaling card. And it sits in this lace pocket over here. On the next page, another flip out. And behind this flip out I have attached a saying which I found really inspiring and motivating. It says, "Once in a while, right in the middle of an ordinary life, love gives us a fairy tale." It's so pretty, and I kept it hidden a little bit because this is our secret. So here another smaller pocket with a journaling card, and of course a deer family. Yep. Unicorn, magical creature, and inside the pocket the picture of a enchanted tree which carries some lights. And because I love this picture so much, I have a similar one as decoration for the third signature. Number 3 starts here, and it has been further decorated with this sari silk. Inside, pretty paper from this very nice digital paper, which I'm going to name in the description. A brocade belly band, and behind it a picture of a fairy. coffee dyed paper, which I also turned into a pocket, and in this pocket there is a really pretty tag with a deer. Another pocket where a small journaling card with a fairy sits. Fancy stitching on coffee dyed paper. Edith Holden. Some more thicker paper. Deers, and this is some handmade paper, not by me, but it carries this really rustic character and image, and I have further enhanced it by adding this wooden, I call it wooden trim, and these furry fringes. Mushrooms, another pocket with 2 journaling cards, stamping here. This is again this coffee dyed bright lace. Another of these rustic pockets, which I try to give it a more wooden image by attaching this fabric, and inside one of my most preferred animals, and we have one in the garden, or sometimes 2, a squirrel. And here ruffles again, another flip out, and behind this flip out there is a belly band, and there's a really pretty romantic little fairy, which I have further decorated with a ruffle in pink. There is not so much pink in this journal, but from time to time I had to do it. Stamping of fairies. And this is the end of the journal, and the end of the journal also has a huge journaling card with a very pretty fairy and some fancy stitching around, and it sits in this belly band from burlap and lace. And I hope, you like this journal. I like it a lot. I think it's really pretty, and it's really rustic, and it's so nice in the hand because of this velvet. And if you want to stay tuned, then I have, as I said, Fairytale Woods II, and this is a little cutie. And here she comes, or it comes, or whoever comes. That's it. Isn't this nice? It's the same fabric, much smaller. And I only can remember the dimensions in centimeters. So it's 13 times, I think, 8 times 3. And I will write down the dimensions in inches in the description as well. So what I did here is I tried to make it a little bit more versatile in a way by creating this decoration here, which is a pocket. And the pocket I left open on this side, and you can remove this one and you can add some different decoration like this, or like this one, for instance. I was thinking maybe this also would look good, so I have not decided, but I kept the deer, and I have added a paper clip with a butterfly on top of it. And this decoration, you might have guessed, is a collage from different fabrics, from laces, from doilies, from some other decoration. Here there's another vintage doily attached to it, and I have used double layered lace, so lace and this really pretty ruffle, which I have used on the bigger journal as well. Let's go inside. And as I said, it's a handful, but it has 100 pages. You wouldn't believe it. And you see that it's heavily decorated, and it features, of course, fairies and some other creatures, animals. So it stays in the same theme. Okay, let's open it. And it opens to a flip out, and this flip out works like this. You have the picture of a bird. It's an ex libris, so it says this book belongs to you, hopefully. And there's a belly band, and behind the belly band there is this one of my self-created tags. So there are few of my self-created tags in this journal. Picture of a fairy, which is a pocket, and inside this pocket the picture of a bird. And behind it, in a butterfly pocket, which I have created from decoupaging, there is another really cute little fairy. Yeah, it's cute. It's a cutie. And the journey into this enchanted forest in this Fairytale Woods starts with the view to a wooden door, and it's decorated with this pretty dark green sari silk ruffle. When you turn it, there's a transparent pocket, and inside this pocket there is a pretty fairy. A very nice picture of two little deers, and I have decorated it with this ruffle, some more fairy, some more decoration with lace, ruffle. This is an oak leaf. You have seen it in the other journal as well. A pocket, which is a double pocket actually, and another fairy, romantic fairy, and another picture, another painting of a fairy, of a forest. I used similar or sometimes the same pictures and digital papers as I have used in the bigger journal, but of course I had to reduce the size so to make it fit into this smaller one. Again, the deers and this fairy trim. Another fairy, and it's a pocket, and inside this pocket there's one of my self-created tags by decoupaging. There's a picture of a plant. This is coffee dyed vellum to give it this nice sound. Another another pocket with a tag which I created, and it's embossed as well, and another journaling card in the form of a stamp. The deers, things in the forest, pocket with more of my self-created tags, and this one where I have added this pretty bird on a cardstock tag. And here I did some decoration with this pretty lace or pretty trim. This is eco-dyed paper, and this is another pocket. Stamp of a fairy. Here we come to a very nice pretty leaf, and of course this leaf does not come without having a hidden secret, and the hidden secret is a very, very tiny tag which sits here in this pocket. And this is the view to this enchanted forest inside decoration of the first signature. Yes, so also this journal has 3 signatures, and we come now to number 2, and number 2 starts with the picture of a fairy and the decoration of some coffee dyed cotton trim. Some green cotton lace, and when you turn it you have a flip out. Also here there are several flip outs, so I couldn't help it. I love these flippy out things. So it's a unicorn, you turn it, behind it is a belly band, and there is the picture of a fairy. And these fairy pictures, they come in the style of Alphonse Mucha, which I love so much, this Art Nouveau artist, which had these really pretty drawings or paintings of pretty women. So, a leaflet, or a leaf, some satin ruffle pocket with one of my tags, old book paper, uneven and double, very old lace which is coffee dyed, a little bit of vellum, and in the center of this little booklet there's the picture of an enchanted forest, and it has this yellowish brownish tones, and I turned it into a pocket, into a double pocket, and inside these pockets there are 2 journaling cards, smaller journaling cards, of course, because it's a small pocket, it's a small journal. Again this one, and here another butterfly pocket, and inside this butterfly pocket there are 2 tiny pictures of butterflies, and here of some oils and essences, herbs, whatever. This is a mobile fairy. She sits on a on a burlap and has been attached by a braid. So you can take it off if you don't like it. Another pocket which I have created, and I have also decorated it with some coffee dyed lace, and there are 3 journaling cards inside, or a tag and a stamp and a journaling card in these really pretty colors. I love this green and gold yellow colors so much of this wooden theme, so therefore I really dived into it. This is the picture of or the drawing of a bird's nest and a ruffle from cotton material. Now we come to number 3, and number 3 also has been decorated with some cotton lace or trim. Then there's a ruffle of this pretty fabric which I love, and it fits. And this, by the way, is the fabric which I have used for covering the inside of the bigger journal, because it has this, do I say it right? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. This is exactly this one, because it has this really nice green and grayish tones, and it fits so nice to this dark forest theme. So here some decoupaged decoration. You can flip it up, and it shows the deers hidden behind. This is a bigger oak leaf which I have created by stenciling and decoupaging, sitting on vellum, old book paper, some decoration here, an owl over there, and I have also used this really nice trim for decoration, deer, some more lace decoration. Also in this journal, journaling is possible, because there are some empty pages which you can use. There is decoration, but I think there is also really sufficient room for writing or further decorating, and as I said, you can take off things and make it smaller. So some ruffle, another flip out, I couldn't help it. This one starts with vellum. You turn it, then you have a fairy, then you turn this one, and then you have a pocket, and you have a pocket. Inside this pocket you have another fairy, and this is my most preferred picture, as I mentioned before, this green fairy, and it's not bagged because of the size and of the capacity reasons. I used some of the pictures without bagging them any further. Yeah, coffee dyed paper, eco dyed paper. I think it looks like the horns of a deer, doesn't it? Oh, a little bit, huh? So, coffee dyed, stenciled. I created this frame, so it's a die cut, and I made some collaging from or decoupaging with different napkins, and I have added the picture of this fairy, this romantic fairy, and I've put it on old dictionary paper. Another pocket, inside this pocket another little tag, where I also used some glitter. Another picture of a fairy. And here, this is a paper clip which I decorated with some lace, a little bit of burlap, and this this ruffle. And you can flip this out, and behind it there is another envelope, and in this envelope you have another paper with this really pretty pictures from different plants. Well, I put it back later. And this is, the flip out is nice. It's a enchanted forest house, I would say. So another fairy here, and yes, that's it. This is the last fairy to greet you. So this is Fairytale Woods number 2. It's versatile, it's cute, it's a handful, and I show you both again. These are my two new cuties. They are available in my Etsy shop. I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you soon. Have a very nice day. Martina, bye bye.